Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and make some cinnamon rolls. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the warm milk. I just went ahead and placed it in the microwave for 30 to 40 seconds just so it could warm up. I am leaving all of the ingredients here on the screen for you guys, but I will also link the recipe that I found for this one, which is on Pinterest. I will go ahead and leave that one in the description box as well for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These cinnamon rolls are just so yummy and so delicious, and trust me, they are not as sweet as they might look. For your eggs, what we're going to be adding here, it's going to be 2 eggs that you would take out to get to room temperature, but you're going to use 1 whole egg and the other one would be just only the yolk. I just wanted to clear that out to make sure you guys understand that. And then yeah, so I hope the steps on here are easy for you to follow, and let's go ahead and continue watching. For the flour, I think you can use all-purpose flour, but the main recipe calls for bread flour. But I'm not sure how they would turn out with all-purpose flour. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it said something on there about the all-purpose flour. But yeah, I went ahead and took now my wooden rolling pin and I quickly gave it a stir until it turns into a dough consistency before I could go ahead and set it up on my KitchenAid mixer for about 8 minutes until it turns into that really good dough. It should be a little sticky, not too much. If it is, just go ahead and add a couple of teaspoons of flour to that, and then spray. We're gonna go ahead and spray this bowl to transfer it in and cover it with some plastic wrap and a warm towel. I wet my cloth and then I put it in the microwave a few seconds, like 10 to 20 seconds, just so it could warm up a little bit, and then I use it to cover it. After I cover it, I put it in the microwave for an hour and a half. It says from an hour to hour and a half. I like to leave it for an hour and a half. And while this is resting, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a fall wreath that I received. So let's go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and quickly unbox this Amazon item that I got my wreaths from this company. I really enjoyed these wreaths. The one I got today is the Fall Autumn Thanksgiving Holiday wreath. It's very beautiful. It's a 15-inch. I will have everything linked down in the description box for you guys. And I want to thank Danny for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So let's go ahead and unbox it and take it out. And as you can tell, it already comes nicely wrapped in this plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the plastic and share a closer look with you guys of what it looks like, and then we're going to go ahead and style it. So if you guys don't know already, for my fall decor and Thanksgiving, I am a very traditional color person. So I am just loving all of the orange on this color. As you can tell, it has different shapes and sizes of pumpkins, and it also has these kind. It also comes with these pine cones that I think are really cute, and berries. And all of this is actually placed on one of these grapevine wreaths. So I think it is very cute. We're going to go ahead and add it over here to my ladder. I think it's going to look a whole lot better and bring in a lot more warmth and everything. They have multiple colors of berries and leaves, so it's a very orangey, burnt orange and like yellow tones on it, and I think it's just so cute. But once again, I will have it all linked in the description box down below for you guys, and thank you to the company for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So as you can tell, I went ahead and placed it there. I really like the way it looks. It makes it more cohesive with all of that, especially with the brown tone that it has. Kind of goes more better with the table that's here and the ladder. You can use it in your kitchen, anywhere, including your front doors, windows, everywhere. It would just fit so perfectly fine. I'm probably going to end up having it out at our front door once I do my fall decorate for my front porch. So if you guys go see that moved in a future video, then yeah, just come back to this video, and like I mentioned, it will be linked down below, and it's just so beautiful. I just love it. I'm so in love with this wreath. I just think it's so beautiful and just screams fall vibes to me. But let's go ahead and get our cinnamon rolls back to work, which Our dough is still reposting a little bit or resting, but as you've seen here, I went ahead and quickly added my brown sugar. You could use dark brown sugar if you have that. I didn't have it, so I went ahead and just used the light one. And then it calls for a teaspoon and a half, but I actually added a little bit more than a teaspoon and a half because we really like that cinnamon scent in our cinnamon rolls. And we're just going to go ahead and quickly give it a really good stir, and then go ahead and pull out our dough and start rolling it. So as you can tell, my dough is nicely rised. It's very big compared to what it was when we first started. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of flour on a working space so we could go ahead and throw our dough on top and start stretching it out. And I just had to, I'm sorry, but I just had to do this in slow motion. I thought it was just so satisfying to watch the dough fly out of the bowl. But yeah, getting back to our dough. So we're just going to go ahead and take a rolling pin and we're going to stretch it out. It's supposed to be stretched out, if I'm not wrong, like a rectangle like 9 by 16. I could be wrong, but like I mentioned, everything will be linked down below. I really don't measure it. I just roll it out however much, as much as I want, as I think it's good enough. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and quickly roll this out before we can start adding all of the delicious filling inside. So for the filling, what you're going to do is you're going to melt the butter, or if you have butter that is softened, it's fine. That works. Also, as you can tell, mine is kind of melted and kind of softened because I did throw it inside of the microwave for a few seconds. So we're just going to go ahead and take the end of a spatula and we're going to go ahead and rub it all around our dough. And then after that, we'll just quickly add our cinnamon and brown sugar mixture on there. And it says to pat the brown sugar and cinnamon into the dough, but I just go ahead and use the spatula and just kind of smear it around before we could start rolling. So this recipe is supposed to make 9 big cinnamon rolls. So so many times I've done it, I've never came out with the 9, but I tried to do the 9 so you guys will see the size that they are here. But here you can see I am going to start to roll it up. So what I do is I roll it up, try to roll it up tightly, and I pour, like stretch it, and then like roll it tightly again. I just think rolling this up is just so fun also to do. I enjoy rolling my cinnamon roll or my cinnamon dough up. And then I always flour my knife so it gets a nice clean cut. So here on the side you can see I have my baking sheet. It's a 9 by, oh my gosh, I'm so horrible at the math, but it's like just a regular size baking sheet, just to fit my cinnamon rolls in there. And it says to grease it, but I just went ahead and just put some parchment paper to make it a little bit more easier. And here you can see I was trying to arrange the 9 rolls on there. But after you get your rolls inside your baking sheet, go ahead and cover it once again with the plastic and a warm cloth for about 40-45 minutes, and then they should be looking like this once the 45 minutes have gone by. I always leave it for 45 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and put them to bake at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, or until they are slightly golden on the top. My kids like it a little bit more than slightly golden on the top, so we do 25 minutes. And as those are cooling down a little bit, we're going to go ahead and start off with our cream cheese frosting. So I did have a cream cheese out so it could get to room temperature, and then here on the top I am listing all of the ingredients to that. And the recipe doesn't call for milk, so adding milk is optional. I went ahead and add the milk because it just helps that the frosting is not so thick, and I like it a little bit more on the smooth side, so it's kind of like runny, like melting away on your cinnamon rolls, but not in so much melting away. And here you're going to notice that there's some cinnamon rolls missing, but I had to cut some out because the boys here in our house do not like cream cheese, so they didn't want any of that cream cheese frosting on top. But yeah, they don't know what they're missing out. But anyways, here is how they turned out. They are so delicious. If you guys try them, go ahead and follow me on Instagram so you guys can share those pictures with me. I love to see how your guys' turn out. Once again, everything is linked down below in the description box, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.